Hi, g'day, welcome to my second video. Now straight up, do you want to hear a story? It's a true story. It's not a real, exciting story, but it's got a good ending because it's something that I've taken with me for at least 15 or 16 years. Okay, let's go. When I left school, I worked on a farm, and to get to the farm, I had to drive at least half an hour from where I lived. And then because there was two farms, we had to travel between the two farms, all of us workers. And the story begins when we left the first farm and went to the second farm, and we're all in the one company four-wheel drive, and I was the driver, the nominated driver. And we're making our way, and straight up, I didn't want to be there. Basically, as soon as I woke up, I was like, turn off alarm, no, I don't want to go to work, bed with a sore head, you name it, 1, 2, 3, whatever. It was just, the day felt horrible. I just didn't want to be there, basically. Anyway, getting back to the story, I'm driving along, and it's along that time of the morning where the school bus picks up all the school kids from the farmers and from the end of their driveways. Anyway, I seen this school bus up ahead of me and seen two kids walk across the road. Anyway, I'm in my own little world and I'm driving along there, and next minute, out of the blue, this young girl darts in front of me. Where's she come from? Hit the brakes, and we all go, whoa, and my heart's out here thumping away, and I'm going, a million things rushing through my head, and I sort of backed off and looked in the rear vision mirror, and she was alright, thank goodness. And I seen her get on the bus, and my heart's still racing, and drive another 5-10 minutes to the farm, hop out, and next minute this four-wheel drive comes flying up and hits the skids, and a farmer hops out of the car and he goes, "Who was driving that work car?" And I said, "Oh mate, it was me." He said, "You nearly hit my daughter." And I was like, come up with all these excuses. "Oh mate, I was having a bad day, from the start. I'm really sorry." And he looked me square in the eye, and I'll never forget this. I always kept that with me. He said, "It could have got a lot worse." And I thought, wow, yeah. And it could have got, and I started to think what it would have been like, if the worst happened. And I thought, man, no matter what happens, Daniel, you gotta, snap out of these things, and the lesson stayed with me. And we can all learn from that lesson, can't we? And it's such an obvious one, and obviously, you've had the same experiences. And no matter what happens during the day now, and it has been since then, if I can feel that feeling start creeping up on me, I go, bang, time to clear the slate for the day, started me. And that's the way the law of attraction first started for me. How I understand the law of attraction is like attracts like a snowball. And I really like the illustration of the snowball, because as the snowball runs down the hill, it gathers more snow, it gathers more momentum, gets bigger and bigger, and so too are our thoughts in our heads and our feelings. You ever get the feeling where you think someone's done something to you, or someone feels that way towards you, and then all of a sudden you start these emotions, and then you think about it, and then you tell someone and they go, "Oh, don't worry about it, I'm sure it's nothing." And you go, "Yeah, you're right." And then you're still thinking about it, and then this problem grows. Maybe they don't like me, or what if they say, and you're creating, you're truly creating this thing that, most probably is nothing at all. But you're developing. The more you put into the thoughts, the more you're developing. Okay, now I've just got a bit of a whiteboard here, and just for this illustration of the snowball, I'm really going to have to get you test your visualization skills here, because I've got a white board, obviously, and a green pen. Okay, but let's just say this is one of our ideas or our thoughts, and it starts off as a little seed, and it grows because of we're adding on to it, and we're forming a momentum. A snowball is just getting bigger and bigger. It might be what we're wanting, but it might not. But law of attraction is adding on to it. The more thought we give, the bigger it gets. Okay, so this is our past thoughts and actions and feelings. Okay, for purposes of this illustration, okay, this is our now. And we'll just say that we're not really impressed with the way things are going at the moment. So now is a very powerful thing, because we always live in the now. Now we can make big decisions. Now we can say, I'll start something. I'll start a new job, a new business, a new decision. I'll say I do, get married. I'll say no more, that's it. So every second that goes past, we can change our life, and that is the truth. That is for certain. That is for sure. So let's just say, for the purpose of this example, we've started a new seed. We say, now I want to make a change. Now I want something different. I'm not really impressed with the results of the past, so I want to impress on the future and starting now. Okay, so we've planted the seed, and everything starts with the seed, doesn't it? It has to start from somewhere. So a good illustration of that is a tree. And when the universal mind or God or whatever you believe first decided about creating a tree, there wasn't just an instant formation of a tree, was it? It started with a seed and then grew to the tree, but obviously the image of the tree was there to begin with. So we've got the image of, we've decided what we want. We decided what we don't want. Now we've decided what we want, and using the techniques of visualization skills and really putting yourself in there and feeling it on every level. And this is going to obviously grow the more thought and the more feelings that we put onto that. Okay, so we're building on this because every day we're thinking and focusing more of what we want. And one of the things I talked about in my last video was timeline overlap, and many people often say, what the hell is that? Explain that one. Okay, timeline overlap means this is our now and this is our past. Because law of attraction is a perfect system, it is trying to give us what we want perfectly all the time. So if we've made this dynamic shift, law of attraction is still trying to give us what we want, but because we're focused on this and we're not obviously focused on that, there is a little bit of overlap, as you can imagine. Perfect example would be old thoughts and actions was I always run into negative people, or people say nasty things to me. And new thoughts and actions are everyone's friendly to me and everyone's nice and happy around me. But because of timeline overlap and the law of attraction, we may experience, someone may be nasty to us. I'm just saying that it may happen. It mightn't happen, but I'm just saying, just be aware of it. There might be a bit of a time delay, because everything that we think about is manifest if we put enough feeling and emphasis towards it. So there may be a general area here where the overlap of focus is, and the overlap of law of attraction, there may be a bit of a grey area, but we don't worry about that. We just keep on focusing on our heart's desires and what we are truly wanting. Okay, and that will grow, and that will be delivered for us. And what we can do is experience our future now. Okay, we don't have to wait, because if you always wait, you'll be running, and once you get to there, you'll be still running, going, okay, I've got this, I've got that, I've got my $1 million house, I've got my $200,000 car. I'm still not happy. Okay, so be happy now. Key phrase for the day. And live your future now, and guess what? Your future will come, and it'll be a beautiful process. You know, it doesn't have to be a painful process. You can start living now and enjoy the now. Be happy now, because life is beautiful.